The Bible tells us that the Word of God is God Himself. The Word of God is God. You might be wondering, why did we choose these places in the Bible? First of all, in the book of Matthew that we read, it's talking about the death of Christ. Where we chose that particular passage for a reason, for you to see that in the beginning, the second Adam and Eve, which is found in Mary and Joseph, as a sign of God's love for us, began with the visit of the holy angel Gabriel that testified and informed Mary about the birth of Christ. But the reason why we chose it is in the part talking about the dream that Joseph had. The angel appeared to him in a dream. Through the angel's visit to him in a dream, he prevented a very big catastrophe because he was about to divorce Mary quietly, because he found his wife pregnant, because there was no sexual intercourse involved. He never had sex with her. So where was the baby coming from? When the angel of the Lord intervened by ministering to Joseph. So through dream, Joseph avoided a very big disaster. And also, through that dream, the family, the first family, remained intact. Through that dream, he was able to fulfill what he had already planned to do, which is being married to Mary. Through the dream, he became part of the history that we know today. Through the dream, the Lord opened the doors for him. The Lord blessed him to be the father, the biological father, the human father of the Son of God, the human father of Messiah, the human father of God. Through the dream, God opened the doors for him. Through dream, God spoke to Joseph in the beginning. One, you also see that we read in the book of Jeremiah 33 to talk about a city that was deserted with no people, people that were sinners, people that were to be blessed, because the Lord Himself in that particular place revealed, communicated to Jeremiah, which will be tied into the things we're going to read today. Communication from God comes in different directions. In the book of James, we talked about the wavering of the sea tossing around, the demand for us to persevere, but also to believe and have faith, because without it, we can't. So even in the dream, when you have those dreams, you will be able to believe if you want to be able to benefit from the dream. You need to have faith. So that is the reason why we chose this particular verses in the Bible to tie into the message I have for today, which is titled Dream as a Gift of the Spirit, or the good of man. But not all dreams are from God. Dream as a gift of the Spirit for the good of man. But there is a but there. Not all dreams are from God. And we know, as we see today, that everyone dreams. Even though you might find some people say they don't dream. And one time I was talking with a man of God, and in the conversation is all about how every dream is a message from God. And I've had a lot of people say that. So today I decided to address it so that people can actually to look at, you can be able to see what we believe and what dream is, to make sure that you do not fall into the misunderstanding, the false theology, and the mysticism, misrepresentation of the Word of God, of what the dream means, of what it is, as a matter of what and where we stand, based on what the Lord revealed to me as I pray. But I want also to bring a very clear work and act of God who created man. God created man, he also gave man brain. Inside your head is a brain. So because you have brain, you have memory, so you think. So when you dream, since this is something that happens in your brain, does it mean that God resides in your brain? So what does it mean to you? What does it mean to us as far as our faith is concerned, as far as our belief is concerned? Is the reason why I decided to address this, so that we can have some clarity. We know God created man and gave man brain. And also, in doing so, God, the brain man has, which came from God, is also a gift, is an act of God. But God does not reside in the brain. God has given man the brain to also engage in some scientific endeavor. And as you can also know, looking into some research, you find that the brain has some brain activity that takes place that includes the dream as a very clear and biological component of it. It is natural occurrence for every person. So if anybody say that they don't dream, they're not telling the truth. That's not what medical science says. Medical science says that everybody dreams, and dream is an activity of the brain. And what I can find to compare it is that, like some of us that have some computer training, if you're involved into computer training, you know that in the computer is a CPU, and also there is a storage device inside a computer. And it's designed in the programming of a computer to have what we call disk the fragmentation. And there is a process within the use of the memory